Hello guys, welcome back to another P3D video. Today we're flying with United on their 787-10, the longest Dreamliner 787. We are at some new scenery for the channel. This is Newark, New York. Yeah, so it is New York, so FPS isn't great, but we have to deal with it. And we're flying off to Dublin today, which is about 6 hours long. Dublin has a better FPS than what we have here, so that would be nice to get out of here as quickly as possible, which is kind of what the passengers want as well, so everyone's happy. I set this catering vehicle, that one just did like a 180 or 360, I'm not too sure what's going on. I set it airfare, I'm not actually even sure what catering services operate at Newark, and even if there are any special ones for United, but yeah, airfare it is. And I'm fairly certain, if I remember, just the QualityWings... Oh no, the QualityWings isn't fully compatible with GSX. Or... Is that the right word? No. It doesn't automatically open doors to GSX at the moment. Hopefully that update will come sometime in the near future. But yeah, we're going to open up the doors ourselves, like so. Let's also open up L2 door. That jetway is connected up. I've got the aircraft all powered up because I needed the Parker brick set for the GSX, and if I go to the app QualityWings config, and I think, yeah, those displays are kind of turned down a bit. Let me just turn up a bit, like so. And let's go to EFB first of all and get the fuel and payload set up. That's a 787-8 for some reason, but whatever. At least it says United. So SimBrief has said our zero fuel weight today is going to be 175.2. Like so, pretty full. We have about 217 economy and 23 people in business class, which adds up to 240 people total on board today. Total fuel weight 36.5 tons, like so. So just a tad, a bit of yeah, only a small bit, only 1.6 tons of fuel in the center, and then everything else is full. So we're going to set the fuel tanks, set the payload, just make sure it's gone over. So our gross weight is 211.7. Yep, cool. That's correct. Back page, that gives the performance page, we'll wait on there, and we go to the Addons. AirX cycle 2003, that's correct. And we go to the Posinit, and we're entering our position. So Newark, like so. And we actually need to go and get the RSs aligned, so let's just go and turn those on. In fact, let's get everything up here. So, QualityWings cold and dark is pretty interesting. So we need to get the RFEs, the batteries on. Those can stay there. Just turn on the RSs. Flight deck door power can go on. And most exit lights can be armed. Window heats, just turn them all on, including the backup. I don't need the backups on, so they can just stay off. Hydraulics, they can stay off like so. Seatbelts, we've got the fueling on, so we get those on as well. The dome light is on, as you can definitely tell. The nav light and the note light need to go on, and anti-ice is an auto. Fuel wise, that's all off, and everything else here is fine. Up here, we need to get the bulk cargo on auto, equipment cooling and the reset fans on, and the packs can go onto auto as well as the trim air. Sorry, ventilation, I think that can just stay like so. And then it will come on. If it still gives us an orange light when we get to engine start, we know we have to turn that on. Because yeah, this cold and dark sort of state that QualityWings leaves us in, it's definitely not cold and dark what a normal airline would like. I don't think they would turn off that, for example, if that is turned off. It says alternate. I think that's what that ALTN stands for. Anyhow, let's go switch up the displays here, go to the right side of the MFD and click checklist, and we'll go and do our oxygen masks check. Cool, that's all good, and flight instruments up and running. Lovely.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck.
Catering is done. Let's go and get
We're just finishing up
typical GSX QualityWings doing some most annoying announcement in the world. 240 passengers, GSX, not 404. Did I click enter? I did, but it's like static. Is it just broken? Maybe it's just waiting for the catering to finish. Anyhow, we'll leave it up there for now. And we'll go down here. We go to the route page, route request. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's just glitch out for a bit. And we'll, Newark to Dublin. There's a Stockholm to Mauritius in there as well. Runway for departure. We're taking 04 left, I assume. Just going to make sure this guy's actually in the right weather. It's not, but 04 left is the real world runway that they used. The runway they used IRL, there we go. So I'll enter that in for now. Just wait for ActiveSky to update itself. So that. And we'll see if the winds change for a different departure. But if we can depart 04 left with no hassle, that would be nice, because that gets us straight on our way to Dublin. And yes, the winds are 310 at 5 knots. Open cargo doors. We'll open those on. And get the lights on as well. Like so. Cool. Flight number, we are United 23. I say with confidence, yeah. And if you want to do the route, same one I'm doing, just enter in all these stuff. Seems like is this a complete direct flight? They're all directs. I mean, we're going over the Atlantic, so that makes sense. But then, like, even in, well, I guess it's islands. Activate, execute, lovely. Perfect. Reserves today. Looking for a final reserve of 2 tons. Initial cruise altitude today, I believe, is 370, which is kind of high typically for a 787 flight, but I mean, it's only 6 hours long, but not too heavy. Cost index, I think, is around about 80. It is 80, bang on. And cruise CG step size, that can go to 2000. I can't remember if the QualityWings automatically does this, but we'll find out. Go to the next page. And if it automatically climbs, no, it says 370, but is the actual route stepping up to 390 from SimBrief? SimBrief says stay at 370. Well, we'll see. We go to the progress page and or the VNAV page, sorry. We'll say like optimum, optimum cruises. We go optimum's 360, but we have to go on the even number, so we go 370. Do we have to go 360? Is it odd? Yeah. Anyway. The order just cuts out when you come out of the sim. Anyhow, that's the perfect setup. We'll go to the first limit page and we'll go and fill that out after we know what we need to fill in. So, copy FMC data into the performance takeoff page. 04 left. It is dry right now. There's all the wind data, and the QNH is actually 1013. I know that, no, it's not. It's probably just because we got what's in here. So, I'm just going to click the letter B on the keyboard and it'll instantly change the QNH to 3033 because I wasn't bothered to scroll all that way. We'll click reset on the radio there. Just get rid of that minimums check because we don't need that on departure. And yeah, that's all set there. And we'll just go and copy FMC data again, and that will change to 1027. But because we're Americans, well, I'm not RL, but we should put 30. I guess it doesn't want to do that in inches. Okay then. I don't know. It does actually. It's just the way the QualityWings handles the letter 0 or something like that. I don't know what it's doing actually. Let's just go and put in 102s. Let's just copy. Oh my god. Cancel, please. Please. There we go. Optimum and optimum. Finally. We'll calculate that. So it says flaps 10. That's actually kind of new, because normally it says flaps 5, but flaps 10. But it doesn't want to do any D rates. Let's just see if we can force a D rated takeoff. Nope. I mean, it does have a set temp of 52, so it is kind of actually technically D rated. But N1's still basically bang on 100%. Let's go and send that to the FMC. That is now sent. We'll go and accept it this side. Just double check the CG is correct. There we go. Yeah. Oh no, it does come out D rate of 1. Is that because I selected it here? Just double check. No. Yeah, okay, that's because I misselected. Whatever. I made the aircraft cry. I'm going to initialize the flight on the EFB as well. Okay, so flaps 10, 52 degrees. CG 24, and those are our V speeds as well. Go to the next page. The wind's all filled in as well, so we've got 2 knot tailwind apparently. What was that, headwind? I think it means headwind. I'm not too sure. It says T there, but I think it means headwind. That's all good. Route data. Actually, we're not going to request the winds. Let's go to the departure and arrival. So departing out to 04 left. There's only one departure we can do, which is the Newark 4 departure. Execute that in. And there is vectors out of here, but we're going to edit our route today to something a little different to what it wants us to do. Because this departure is a little interesting, I would say. So first of all, let's just get a whack that vectors out. And it kind of wants to do that for some reason, so we're also going to whack out the intersection like so, and there we are, we're happy. I think we're happy actually. Let's just go and zoom out and make sure the routing, there isn't any steps that are just, any waypoints just out of the blue and just stupid. Yeah, that's all good. Cool. Now go back to the map page. That can zoom to a range of 40 with traffic and terrain on. We've got the BSD on as well, and data and VO1s. And about this side, we'll get the traffic on as well, but we'll get the weather on, but not now, and data and VO1s. We're not going to get the BSD on this side anyway. Right, zoom. Actually, can't speak. If I zoom in all the way, yes, there is the airport map for this airport. Lovely. It'll help us taxi around. Passenger signs are on. Let's go and set up the God, of course it's just going to start chatting about all that weird stuff. I don't really want to do anything with it. I've turned off the settings for it to turn off the announcements, but it still just does those announcements. Might just remove the sound files, so it just doesn't do it anymore. Look at that black marble in the distance there. Lovely. Right, let's just finish that up. So, MCP wise, we need to go and set V2 of 159. So let's go and set 159 here. There we go. And we need to go and set runway heading for 04 left, 04 left. Runway heading is 039. So let's go set 039. If I can scroll correctly, it's a bit finicky. And our initial climb is typically assigned by ATC, but it says 3000. So we're going with 3000 as well. In there. Probably, hopefully I'll remember to instantly bring that up to 370, but if not then I'll realise when we get to 3000 basically. Right, yeah, flight directors and also thrust all on, and FNB nav can arm as well. MCP set up, takeoff speeds of V1's 146, rotating 153, and V2's 159. CDP flight checklist is completed. Taxi and takeoff briefing. Taxi, we'll go and get our nose pushed to the left there. Obviously we don't want to go to the right, otherwise where will we go? And I guess we can kind of use this to taxi. Yeah, down Alpha it looks like. Or maybe we'll just switch over to Bravo, in fact, and taxi all the way down to 04 left to the all the way to the end. Are there charts on here? We've just got the SID. There is no ground charts, but that's kind of cool. We've got the SID there. Chart source, QualityWings 787 OTF. Maybe I can add charts or something from a center aircraft. Oh, I didn't know that was a feature. Yeah, maybe I can like screenshot Navigraph and add it into the EFB myself. I'm not too sure how that works, but possibly. Anyway, yeah, we've done the takeoff briefing as well. Basically straight out with the right turn, straight into our route. And the beacon light is just the only thing we need to turn on. So, let's get the APU started up. APU start. Like so. Actually, there's no harm in turning that on. Maybe, yeah, normal. Yeah, we do need that on for ventilation. So yeah, APU will start up, and also we'll just get that onto central there. Who knows? We may be carrying horses in our flight. And passenger-wise, how many passengers have we got on board? Just need to wait for it to pop up again, and it'll say, okay, about halfway on the passenger loading, and about the same with the cargo here. So I'm going to see you in just 1 minute, 1 second actually, for you guys, once all the boarding is completed, and I'll be ready for push and start. Okay, all the passengers are on, all the baggage is on, APU is running, so we can just safely get rid of the external power and get it off there, and the wheel chocks as well. And close that door, and let's go and get pushed back. Let's get the big light on as well, and then we can tick off that checklist. That's the before tax checklist. We can get rid of that. Go to systems actually, and we can probably monitor some of these. I don't know which. Maybe let's say the the electrics. And you can see the engine generators come alive. Because of our kind of awkward parking position,
We're ready for pushback.
I'm gonna go and edit the pushback myself today. Because who trusts GSX these days? No one. Ah, I forgot to request the wind data in the end.
Locking gear.
Let's quickly do that now as well. Luckily, it gets it from Active Sky, so every time you do request it, it does actually update itself, which is really nice. Go to the progress page, you can see our arrival 6:25 Zulu, which is the nice sunrise at Dublin. So yeah, quick edit. It says, it even says nose right, like that's just the wrong way. So let's put it here like so. And should I trust GSX to work it out from there, or do I add a quick point it needs to go through? Let's do that, shall we? See how GSX works with that.
Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Okay, parking brake is released. I have forgotten some things down there, down here. Sorry.
Start at will.
Do need to go and set TGS to 2000. I know we're not on that sim, but make sure those are all set. Cool. And in fact, on the weather side of things, yeah, weather and turbulence, lovely. And then whatever page this is on originally, cabin. Right, we can start both engines. Let's go and get all the fuel, hydraulics and the fuel pumps on, like so. They're all up and running, and AP's running. Packs are auto, so they'll turn off automatically when we need the engine starts. And there we go, starting up both engines. Why is the thrust at like half? There we go. Look at I caught that. Lovely engine sounds. They are very loud right now. Wow. Yeah, this is the turbine sounds. I'm really having to speak up here. Turbine Sound Studios sound pack, the TSS sound pack for the 787. I think they're €10 roughly for most of their sound packs. Sadly, the 787 one split up into like the Rolls-Royce and General Electric each, so it's like €20 or something, or however much it costs. But yeah, it does make your sim sound absolutely gorgeous. There you go, see the generators are on, so we can actually get the APU turned off. And now we're out of dynamic lighting. I do realise we haven't got any of the panel lights on, so let's go and get those on as well. And the floodlights, that would help once we're up in the air. Because once we begin our taxi, we won't be having the dome light on. Parking brake set, we'll set auto brake to RTO. Good engine start, that's confirmed. And the NAV's turned off, but they'll turn back on when we get to the runway. Fuel low center, yeah, I know. I'm wondering if it's like the Airbus. If we turn off the center pumps, will they like just feed into the main tanks? But I don't think they will. So we'll just keep the center pumps on until they just run dry, basically. Let's go and do the flight control check. So flight controls, full left, full right, all the way down, and all the way up. Everything's back to neutral, lovely. Rudder, full left, full right. Sound like the parking brake disconnected, but it doesn't for some reason. That sound is very glitched. And trim to 5.5, like it says down here in the FMC. Flaps 10 for our departure. Go back to the ND, no checklist, sorry. So flaps 10, I'm going to set flaps 10 like so. And yeah, we're in the dash 10, so there's the 15, 17, 18, and like so much more increments in the flaps. Actually, I think it's just the 17, 18 that's increased. Yeah. Dash 10 and dash 9. Anyway, anti-ice, we don't need it, so that's ticked off. Recall, just the fuel and the T-gas. Flight controls have been checked, ground equipment have just been notified as clear. Before takeoff checklist is also complete. Lovely. So, let me just click that. I'll just zoom in a bit more. Let's taxi straight on until we hit Bravo. And we'll just taxi on Bravo until we will get to the runway. Is that two aircraft taxiing like in each other or something? Very weird. Just need to get GSX to get out of the way, then we'll be on our way. Cool. We don't need the EFBs anymore, so they can just both turn off, like so. And please get out of the way. Turn on the tax light, just blind them, whatever. Who cares? And there we go. Lovely. These footlights aren't as bright as I wanted them to be. Maybe that there will do. Maybe this one as well. Can just go up once more. Lovely. Park brake released. Don't need much engine power. This aircraft just taxis by itself, which is kind of nice. Well, we're not too heavy, which is why. Just over 200 tons with these beefy General Electric engines. Maybe we'll be following these United 737s. I mean, they seem to have separated from each other. Hopefully there wasn't a big argument going on between those two. Right. So I believe this is Alpha here on this first right, or something. Bravo, yeah. Well, Bravo is after, so I'm guessing that would be the Alpha taxiway, which, yeah, it is. Or Romeo. Is it Romeo at this point? Wow, it is Alpha, but whatever. Oh, Bravo's here. So we'll take a right down Bravo. Like so. That is an old United 777 livery, if you can just see it there. Wow. There's a 767 as well. Look at the night lighting. Absolutely gorgeous. It's going to look so nice after this departure, I must say. Cool. We can successfully turn an aircraft. Oh, look at that. It's a shipping dock. Nice. Yeah, I'm not too sure where the AI are taxiing to. I think they're taxiing to like the opposite side of the runway. If that makes sense. But I guess they're like ultimate traffic live, and live weather would make it seem that they should depart out of that runway. So, whatever. I won't judge. Actually, we're in the US, so TGAS, come on to TA. Alright, it's got the panel lights on as well down there. There we go. Cool. So yeah, taxi's kind of long. Straight down Bravo all the way to the end, so as always, typical tradition, if it's a boring taxi, I'll just go skip the video, which I'm going to do. So, I'll see you at 04 left. Okay, right, as we're in the outside view, I'm just going to show you the little quick feature. Turn down the brightness of the cabin, because we need to dim the lights for departure, and the runway is basically coming up towards us, so what we're going to do is zoom out on this range. We don't need it anymore, so we get a range of 20 nautical miles, that one's on 40, and we'll get the VSD on. We may need it, we may not need it. Wait, is it like... Yeah, that's just the TCAS, okay, whatever. Yeah, VSD on, and literally all the way to the end to get to the runway. Hopefully AI are taking off on the other runway, like 04 right, but the other side. If not, then I might just have to turn it off. Actually, I can just see the TCAS there. There's one at 1,000 feet above. Oh, it could be taking off on one of the intersecting runways though. But I do know that Ultra Traffic Live isn't landing on this runway, so I might just be safe to line up here. Yeah, cool. So, takeoff lights, or landing lights, sorry, all on. Turn-offs can stay on, tax light can go off though, the strobe light will need to be on, the logo light will stay on as well. And make sure there's no orange lights over here on the overhead. Nope, that's all looking good. And FPS is completely dead now. Let's line up. Now, this is a long aircraft, so lining up wise, I think I might do well. I am kind of cheating there, aren't I? Just going in the outside view. Not bad. Well, my initial turn was started there, and I didn't look outside to the initial turn. Anyway, get the HUD on. Press the button, that will reduce the... actually, don't want that on takeoff. I want to see the rotate speeds and everything. Let's go with that so I can see. Yeah, they're taking off on the intersecting runway. Shall we just go for it? Yeah. Hopefully we'll depart before AI gets, like, crosses us, basically. And VNAV on. Fuel low center. That's okay. Let's go. So, timer starts automatically. Say about 50%. Make sure everything's all stable. Yep. Cool, Toga. Oh, click the wrong button. And
Thrust set.
Tigger, thrust is set. The speed is alive. 80 knots. Here we go. Okay, V1, rotate. Nice smooth rotation. We are in a long aircraft, so no tail strike is allowed, obviously. There we are in the air, nice, smoothly. It looked like an aircraft was lining up to depart, actually. Pause the rate, gear up. Wow, look at that!
Traffic.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Bye bye, Hod, we don't need you. Doesn't need you for the speeds. Okay. Right turn. Change the altitude up to 37,000 feet. As we try and turn at the same time, if I can. And there we go. Pitch down a bit as well. Climbing at 4,000 feet per minute. Crazy.
Autopilot on.
We'll get the autopilot on so we can just admire Black Marble with its amazing views. If you don't have Black Marble, get it. I mean, I am using... I don't know how much money I'm using on this product, but I think it's like $200 US dollars or something. Because it's base, the Vector pack, and the Extended Lights pack. Or maybe it's 150 or around there. Wow, look at New York. Absolutely beautiful. The best views ever. Oh, look, Statue of Liberty as well. Just down there. I've been there. That's awesome. Newark's way better departure than JFK. You actually see the blooming views. Right, flaps up as well. Getting way too distracted here. This aircraft's doing like a right turn. I'm just going to get a heading select here because it was doing something weird. Let me just make sure we're going direct to the next waypoint. Merits. Get the nav on. Cool. Don't want anything fishy going on there. Anyway, look at the VSD off. We don't really need it. Zoom out. Get the weather on as well. And that one can zoom out once more. Just going to make sure there is no bad weather. Lag spike. Doesn't seem to be. So we're going to tick off the takeoff checklist and we'll zoom out a bit more again, like so. Oh, it says step climb. Is that bugged, or does it actually want to step climb? Then it could be bugged. It could be bugged. I think it is. We'll see. Maybe not. Anyway, so 7,000, 3,000 until 10,000. Which will set lights off, and we'll be given free speed, or free speech, free speed, and then we'll be able to climb a bit faster. Fuel-wise, just go to the fuel page here. Literally is about to be empty, so luckily it knows to automatically switch to the main tanks. They're at a 0.0, but I guess this is rounded down. The engine will soon realise it needs to go and switch the pumps soon, I say. There's 9,000. Admire the wing. Oh wow. Oh wow. Look at Central Park. That's so cool. You can really tell Central Park because it's just got just the white lights instead of the road orange lights. So you can just tell it's just like, oh, that looks so sick. Anyway, 10,000 lights off, and there we are. There, whatever. It's at 0. I mean, it's not losing any fuel. We'll just turn it off and I'll just take it from the main tanks. Maybe I have like infinite fuel turned on and it's kind of got confused. I shouldn't have infinite fuel turned on, but whatever. So, a lot of lag spikes, that's fine. Up to 322 knots, and then once we pass 18,000 feet, we'll set standard pressure as well. There's an aircraft just ahead of us climbing as well. seems to be climbing a little bit faster than us, but that's because we have slowed down our climb rate because we need to speed up. And that's another lag spike. This doesn't look normal. Are we sure we're in America? Because when is America twisty and turny roads? I'm guessing this is some sort of river because there's no lights. Yeah, just saying. Black marble is the thing, guys. It really enhances your sim. And just looking back at... Oh, wow. That looks so nice. How have I not bought the Newark airport before? I've just never come around to have both airport packs on Sweka design. But now, if you don't have the Newark scenery, get it. And if you don't have black marble, get it. And once you have both, fly at night. That looks sick. Absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, I'm not going to wait around till 18,000 feet, so I'm going to do that off screen. Enjoy the cinematics. I'll see you in the sunrise arrival into Dublin. And enjoy the cinematics. Bye-bye. Welcome back into the descent into Dublin. We are currently on the arrival. The Bagso, not the Bagso, the Olapo 1 X-ray arrival into runway 28. We're doing the RLS into runway 28. We always actually do, yeah. Dublin. I've never actually arrived into Dublin on the runway other than 28. There we go. Finally got there. They've been asking a bit worried about the transition altitude. Let's just go and remind it that it's not 18,000 feet, and in fact in Ireland it's 5,000, flight level 50, like so. Go back to the next page there. We're in at ref actually. There we go. It's not sad anymore that we haven't changed from standard pressure. Current Dublin QNH is 0996, so pretty low indeed. So let's go and set. That's going to take a while to scroll all the way down there, isn't it? Because I know why. It's because QualityWings have they've kind of messed up the way they do things. If that it doesn't really make sense, but they've messed up. So scrolling and this is just weird. Minimums as well for today. We're looking at we're doing Cat 1 today, so we're looking at a barrow set to 400. Well, it's typically 402, but this the increments is 10 feet for this barrow in the 787, so we'll round it down to 400. There's still some lights on, as you can tell, outside, but there is the sunrise. Dublin is somewhere over there, actually. You can see tons of lights over there. And, in fact, I think it'll be a bit bright enough for us. Is it? No, it's not bright enough yet to turn off the lights, but soon it'll be light enough. Might as well get the seatbelt signs on. A bit late for that, actually, but whatever. Checklist-wise is the descent checklist. So, recall check, nothing there. Notes have been checked. Auto brake today. The runway 28 is 2,600 meters. I don't even know what auto brake to use, so what we're going to do is use the EFB. So it's dry. I think it's dry. Yeah, it is dry. The winds are not that. They're 230 at 9. At 6 degrees, and it is, if I can type it in, 0996. We're doing a manual landing, flaps 30, no NTIs, all operational. It doesn't say all. It says no credit, which makes no sense, but we'll put that one because they're all off for one in up. No, we'll do that one. Auto and all calculate. If we use brake 1, we'll have 400 feet left of runway, which I don't like. Let's be a bit safe and go for the one that, well, let's go to 3 so we can vacate hopefully at Sierra 6. Let's go and set, there we go, to 3, that's set. Landing data wise, flaps 30, 143 plus 5, so we get 148 for the landing speed or approach speed. And the minimums is 400 set. Approach briefing, well, we're just going to continue on the arrival. We're not going to do any directs. Or we might, actually, I don't know. But for now, we'll just descend how it is. Maybe when we get to Kerav, we'll skip this waypoint and go direct to Namu. Anyway, let's go and get the speed brake out, because the aircraft wants to set it to 240 knots. Anyway, that can go like so. At 10,000 feet, we've got the lights on. I would have thought the lights were turned off by now. Street lights. I just want to make sure my sim isn't bugged by time previewing. Yeah, the lights will turn off very soon, actually. But look at that on the right. Look at the lights. Get a nice view. There we go. Very nice. FMC message, drive required. I know. Let's bring out some more speed brake. We'll just bring it all full speed brake. Oh, and there's a cloud now. We can't see out there. So yeah, 11,000 feet to 1,000 feet. We've got our lights on. And I've never seen this be like this red colour before. Interesting. Logo light can go off. Don't need that anymore in the day. And like I said, I'm gonna turn down some of these floodlights, not too off, but just, oh no, I didn't mean to cut that. Just to a dimmer level, so they're not too in our face, you know, in the daytime. And as it is turning day, we do need to turn on these display brightnesses a bit too. Oh my, what? Is that like a colorblind setting or something? I have no idea what that is. Well, you want to get 110% display brightness, then that happens. Memes, right? Back to CD. Actually, still, 100% seems a bit bright. Anyway, landing lights are on. We're finally at our speed we want. I'm just going to bring this back to about 90%. And it's not overbloomed too much. Cool. Lovely. So yeah, I'm a bit too big because it is speeding up again. So I'll put it around about there. And ILS, well, we should be on the ILS by lap now, which is at 3,000 feet. So I'm going to set 3,000 into here. and set that to auto. Also, what's our go around procedure for 28? Climb 3,000 feet initially, then do a 180 and then go up to 5,000. So initially we'll set 3,000, so that's set for forever basically, hopefully. We won't have to do a go around. I'll leave the right side zoom like so. This left side I'll keep it like that. I'll zoom it in, sorry, a bit more when we get closer to the arrival. And like I said, I am going to skip off this waypoint and do like that. There we go. Did I just do the wrong one? Yes, because we've already just gone past that waypoint. There we go. We're still actually below the VNAV, so nothing terrible has happened. Air traffic wise, we've got a ton. As you can see, the EI on the registration says there's probably all Ryanairs, and likewise Aer Lingus. These Irish registrations, and probably Aer Lingus again. And yeah, lots of AI around. Hopefully not too much, that which will annoy the landing, let's say. So I'm going to update this so the aircraft can turn a bit nicer. And it's sped up for some reason. I'm not too sure why. Hopefully it realises what it's done and we can fix it. Anyway, it's really sped up. Why? Why has the aircraft decided to go like 60-70% animal? That is very weird. Anyway, flat speeds. We can set flats 1 at 260. Yeah, I want to get all the drag we can find basically. I'm also going to set this down to 180 knots. Like, oop, can't see. There we go. 180 knots set, and that can go to the swarm age ready for our landing. I'll bring that down once we need it. I'll get the approach armed so we can get that localizer and a glide slope as soon as possible. And hopefully this aircraft will decide to slow down. If worst comes to worst, we can bring the gear down at 250 knots. I think that's the gear retract speed limit. 270 I think it actually says. So we can actually bring the gear down now, but we don't need to. It is decelerating. Once we get in the glide slope, if it's struggling, then we'll bring the gear down earlier. So flats 1 at 260 knots, like so. That's set, and we'll soon be passing 5,000. We are descending a bit faster than the glide slope for now, so I'm just going to go on to vertical speed here. Reduce this vertical speed probably about, hold it at 1,200. If we still go away from the glide slope, which I don't think we should now, at 1,200. Should be fine. And a slow descent rate means we can slow down even faster. Flats 5 at 240 knots. We'll go set flats 5 now, and then we'll leave the flap settings until we get down to 180 knots. Or maybe actually at 200 knots we'll bring flaps 10 or whatever the next, yeah, flaps 10. Cool. And I think the lights are now turned off. Or is it not? No, the lights are still on. Nice. Not too sure what's just happened here. No idea what's just happened here. I think that's just the go round. I think that's the go round. Very weird. 200 knots, flaps 10. And we'll get rid of the speed brake. We shouldn't really need that anymore. So we'll arm the speed brake as well, like so. Speed brake is armed. And we'll slow down to 180 knots nicely and calmly, let's say. Reduce the vertical speed down to 400. We'll be capturing that localizer soon, and thereafter the glide slope. I'm going to set the runway heading, which is 278. It will set it anyway automatically, but I'm just going to set it ready now, like so. There's 180 knots. Yeah, all the lights are still on out there. Interesting. Do any of these, it's still pretty dark in here, which I guess is why those lights are still on outside. Approaching 3,000. Oh, I forgot to set that. Now that's just dropped us 100 feet, or many hundred feet I should say. Right, there's the localizer. We're holding at 3,000 for now. And we're turning right, and hopefully, yep, there's the runway. And as you can tell, FPS is lovely. As, well, I hope it's lovely because the scenery is loaded in and not because it hasn't loaded in. Looks like payware scenery to me. Lovely. So that's 12 miles, we'll set 180, which is already set, which is nice. And that's 6 miles to run, or between 6 and 8 miles. We'll set our final approach speed, which is 147 knots today. Cool, that glide slope's just coming through now. And if we look at this, you should see it, hopefully, tick off up here. Look at that, flight time's 5 hours, 35 minutes. We expected 6 hours today, but a bit faster. There we go, glide slope. Wow, that's scenery. I mean, this is kind of realistic. It's still not too bright, so I guess the lights should just be on. This looks like a nice little place to live. We've been down there, which is the approach for Dublin. Go right over your head, basically. There's 9 miles to run. We'll go and set flats 15. Actually, what can we set up to 180? Oh, actually, we can set all the way the flats. I can set flats 20 now, like so. And then once we, that will give us plenty of drag. Oh, it doesn't like that. I just realised why. What flat setting doesn't like it on? I think it says flats 20. We can set flats 18. Yeah, okay. It likes that. Yeah, at 6 miles we'll set the final approach speed of 147. 2500 is checked. We'll bring down the HUD so we can understand what we're doing for the landing. Wow, this night lighting looks so nice. Haven't really arrived into the sim like this before. New experience. And look, there's the golf course. That's so cool. It's really cool. Okay. I think that says around about 6 miles to run, so we'll set 147. Like so, 147 is set. And we're about to pass 2,000 feet, so gear down. Gear's coming down. See if we get a nice screenshot for the thumbnail. You realise if I'll get one or not, because you'll realise the thumbnail of this video, and I can't find the view which I like, so... That's just a nice screenshot in general, to be honest. Those blue lights is reminding me of default lighting, but as you can tell, it's definitely not default down there. And all the flaps. And I do want to make sure that there is no AI. Okay, there is one AI on the runway and one holding. So it looks like... Oh, that's the wrong one. That's clearing airspace ahead, but... hasn't cleared those guys, so Control Shift and T. Let's turn off auto traffic live for now. There we go. Just realised the winds are at 9 knots. We should probably increase this back to 150, because otherwise we can stall the aircraft. Anyway, take out the autopilot. Stop click that. Forgot to set this to HPA. Lovely. So just going to keep the aircraft within these two circles within each other. That was guide us down to the ground. So I should have done the landing checklist before I disconnected the autopilot, but flaps are set to 30, gear is down, ground spoilers are armed, lights are on, and actually turn offs as well would be nice. There we go. Checked. Righty-ho. Just a tad to the left, please, and then down a bit more as well. 300. Be approaching minimum soon.
Approaching minimum.
There we go.
200. Minimums.
Continuing. Should make sure the aircraft's not way off on the arrival.
50.
Go, begin the flare, ever so slightly, and then stronger flare. Hold the nose and touchdown. Lovely. Reverse is out. Decel. There we are. Welcome to Dublin. And forward idle. Minor braking. And we'll vacate over here on the right. I don't know what this is. It looks like Sierra 5. I think I wanted Sierra 4 before. But, Sierra 6, sorry. Sierra 4's back there. We managed to go up at Sierra 5. Nice. Bit of a shorter taxi then. Right, let's bring Ultimate Jackal Live back so we can get all of the AI glory traffic and, you know, just the immersion. Now the lights can go off, taxi light on, strobe off, and those turn-offs can stay on. APU, we'll get that powered up as well. And look at the PBR of the moon. You can see the reflecting on the concrete. I think this is concrete. Can't see it now, but you just saw it before. The reflecting. That looks so nice. UK wise, well, it's actually Ireland, so it's not really UK, but two guys to standby on the ground and taxi, and we'll spin this aircraft all the way round, and we'll clean up. With the ground spoilers in, or sweep brake, sorry, and the flaps all the way up as well. Cool. Okie dokie. So, taxi-wise and parking-wise, let's just go and find out what we need to do. So those are the flight directors turned off. I'll set the aircraft taxi in a hopefully the nice straight line. On their rail, they parked. Does it say where they parked? It does. Lovely. 406 it looks like. So we're going to see if we can go and get that gate. 406. Cool. And it's free. And United Airlines. Awesome. There's like meant to be light poles there, but there's this floating light. So you can see when it gets like, looks like it's behind the clouds. It renders behind the clouds for some reason. Very weird. Whatever. There's someone outside my window is doing some sort of chopping or something. Looks very, sounds very annoying. Look at that reflection. PBR Airports are just amazing. You can see the repetition, but still, PBR was definitely the great upgrade for P3D. I know it's been around in other games for way longer than P3D, but yeah. Oh, sorry, landing rate for today was minus 107 feet per minute. Actually, where is our stand? Because then I know how to taxi. We'll just taxi straight on. Our stand's just behind this pier. Nice Aer Lingus A320 taxiing over there. Lots more Aer Linguses and a Lufthansa behind that A321. That looks like. Ryanair. I want to throw up. And oh, another one. Oh, double throw up. Double sorry if there are any Ryanair pilots out there in the virtual or the real world. So yeah, we'll continue down Sierra and then we'll cross runway 16 and 34, which is actually, it doesn't really get used that much, and then we will go and taxi onto Bravo. It looks like, what was that, link 1? No, Bravo 1 via Bravo 2 to the stand. Okie dokie. Yeah, like I said, there shouldn't be anyone on this runway. Cool. So that's Alpha left. I'm very concerned about this Aer Lingus on the left and straight ahead, so I might actually just do a quick traffic off and traffic back on situation. Once again. Actually, we're not going to take Bravo 1, we're going to take... no, we are. Sorry. Disregard. There we go. AI is now once again back on. There you go, link 1. That's what I was getting confused about earlier. And there we go. Oh, it's an American A321 or 757. I think this should be 757 that flies over here. Anyway, that's 405. So 406 is actually just next to that American, I guess. It's 406A. And there should be a 406C somewhere. Let's turn off the lights. 406C. That's the one we want. Let's go in. Once again, it is a long aircraft, so do take a wide turning cycle. Turn a bit later than you wanted to. There we go. We have a marshaller, no safe dock, but a marshaller is better than nothing. Use minimum power. Love that sign. Okay, let's just slow the park up a bit. There we go. It's also got So Jetways. The scenery by MK Studios is gorgeous. Highly recommend it if you don't have it already. Yeah, and some animated traffic. Nice. It's telling me to stop there, but obviously we don't want to. And we need to head to the left a bit. There we go. I'm actually going to go up to the 787 mark here. Just follow it all the way, like so. There. Lovely. Parking brake sets. APU generator, or APU is just running, and so therefore the APU generator should be on. Yeah, they are. So we can shut down the engines. Seatbelts off. Hydraulics off. Those can stay on, and the fuel pumps can all go off as well. Those, and that's actually, yeah, 787's shutdown is pretty much done. Beacon light can go off, and request deboarding. Get the jetway connected up to door 2 left, so just easier for the splitting of first class and economy. There's plebs in economy. Right. Open forward cargo door. We'll open the forward cargo door. And the aft cargo door. And the brightness to maximum. And keep it on white or whatever they use in United. And open that L2 door. We don't need the lights on. And we'll get the external power and the wheel chock set. Then we can go and set external power on. APU off. And there we are. Now it's actually bright enough we can actually turn off these lights. There we go. Lovely. Welcome to Dublin. I'm not going to try and put on an Irish accent. I can't speak an Irish accent. Yeah, that's just not me. I don't do accents. Just love the 787-10. Because the 787-8 looks so weird because of how short it is and just doesn't look like a Dreamliner, but the 787-10, it just seems like the perfect size for the Dreamliner. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Welcome to Dublin. Maybe sometime in the future I will do the return flight of this, which should be a bit quicker because, no, not quicker, slower because of the winds. We didn't get too strong winds today, helping us on our flight, but it was strong enough to get us under 6 hours. We landed about 20 minutes earlier than we expected. What's the flight? Oh no, it's gone. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next, if I can get a nice view of the aircraft. Why is it always just way off? Yeah, right, restart. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and bye bye.